And we're back with more SKALD. SKALD? SKALD. Best not keep the master waiting. Alright. But we'll keep him waiting because we're going to have a look in the garden here. What did it say? Small, intensely colorful flowers cover the ground. A sickly sweet scent wafts up as you step on them. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sound and smells of the estate grounds as they were long ago call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Sure, let's explore this character a bit. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, star child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and before darts off into the maze. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze. Leave. Well, let's see if we can find the center of the maze then. Guessing it's very dark all of a sudden. Why is this? Ah, right, it's dark in the maze, I suppose. I don't know how you're supposed to find the center of a maze. I know to get out of a maze you should pick a side, right or left, and just go stick to that side all the time, if you can. Ah, we found the center. If you stand at the center of the maze, it feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean. The rock at its heart, a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice, and you can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water, it's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface where water and skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. So, I just realized that this Embla is probably the girl we're looking for. Back when we were at the boat. Embla, you'll get in trouble, stop it. Embla moves her fingers across this water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment you fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately. That's my father, something's wrong. Its mother, she's ill again. I think I caused it. With what I can do, it's poison to her mind. How long until mother isn't mother, or until father isn't lord, or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? I don't know, no one does. Do you ever feel like everything is a lie, like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Say nothing. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you. Back to the house, she doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Is there anything for us to get? No. Flowers? No. Yeah, we're out again. Can we interact with the dog? The dog sniffs at you expectantly. Pet the dog. It happily wags its tail as you pet it. And there's one freaky dog, by the way. What's this? Who are you? A guardman dressed in the livery of the noble house baron. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Lyra is waiting for you just outside the main entrance. She'll take you to Lord Cato. Talk. Guard has nothing to talk about. So we can just attack him? Let's leave. Yeah, still about the flowers. Can we go in here? You enter the kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's also much quieter, emptier and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced and tending a shank of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in her childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Go to Magda. Magda clasps you gently with a tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son of the Master-at-Arms for the great house of Baron, you did not go wanting, materially at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed afore his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. It's kind of a pet peeve, but they shouldn't be using numbers. They should write out 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Andros, deep wounds take a long time while they heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumes her meandering humming. So, can we... Hello. Kitchen servant. Kitchen servant has nothing to talk about. The cat recoils and hisses at you as you try to pet it. Yeah. Stairs, descent. It's very dark in here. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. Yes, you'd probably be your. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her, wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria. Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. I take it Valeria is is Embla's, was that her name? Mother. So she got pregnant under some suspect circumstances. Lord Cato trusted me and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken and that spawn of a child. Yeah. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough. Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you think? What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother. Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Well, I take it that at this moment we're 12 years old, so let's just turn and run. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damn cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling here. Right, let's get out. Stairs leading up. That's enough of that. Let's make a save. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for the House of Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Continue. Greetings, Andros. Master Cato welcomes you back to House Baron. He awaits you in his offices, but he graciously gives you leave to tour the grounds of the estate before meeting with him. He seemed to think you would want to. Why have I been summoned? Yeah, that is for the master himself to answer. Shall we go to him? Fine. Very well. If it pleases you, the master is in his office, just ahead. Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face as he beckons for you to lead the way. Lyra. Warrior, female. She has more agility than strength. Huh. What do you have? A rapier. The term rapier generally refers to a thrusting sword with a blade longer and thinner than that of the so-called side sword, but much heavier than the small sword. A lantern, but yeah, we have a shared inventory, I take it. Yes. Guardsman dressed in livery of the noble house baron. Yeah, you have nothing to say, do you? Guardman has nothing to talk about. Okay, let's head in. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember how long it's been. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's fall from grace. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. Again, 12. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father had always insisted, to his dying breath, that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Be on your way. The navigational rosette that serves as the sigil of House Baron decorates the floor. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicting fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Baron. The mistress of the house. You remember her as a grey ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house. And now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cooed timidness. How is Mistress Valeria these days? I take it we'll be talking to our party member Lyra about this. Lyra. The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. And what of Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Baron. Yeah, he's long been impatient to see you. Be on your way. Yeah, rather clear, huh? What's this? Window? The silence of the villa feels oppressive. Your footsteps echo across the lavish villa. The intricate wave pattern on the floor appears to move and makes you feel uneasy. Here we are. Cato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own man and in your prime, Cato says, before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love, but perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Should we get to the point or ask him about our father? Sure, let's do some, well, I wanted to say let's discuss pleasantries first, but not really pleasantry it seems. So you know my father is dead. Cato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin. I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly. No need to dwell on the past. Cato was caught off guard for a moment, before letting out a deep breath. Then the years have bestowed you with wisdom, I am glad, for it has forsaken the house of Baron. Why have you called me here? Embla is missing. Cato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Andros, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. What's happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles, Hydra. She went of her own free will. At the time I thought little of it. Cato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. Reports? No one and no word has left Hydra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are in the dark. Augurs? 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 I don't know. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years. An aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she is looking for answers. But why Hydra? Why indeed, there is little on the island save the port of Horin. If Hydra was her destination, she must have landed there. Horin? Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. You mentioned her aptitude. An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks. I see, what can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Hydra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes. If nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. I recommend you begin by seeking out Roland Greyeye, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. Roland Greyeye? The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? Let's see, I accept for Embla's sake. Very well, for my family's name. I'll do it for the gold. What makes you think I care? Yeah, it looks like we were friendly enough with Embla. We grew up together, so we'll do it for Embla's sake. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's just get on with it. Kato stands with poorly concealed effort, and Andros, you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Shake his hand and leave. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. Moments or hours pass as you lay still, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Hydra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Nonetheless, the goal ahead of you is clear. You must venture to rescue your childhood friend from whatever fate has befallen her. Though unless you can find equipment and companions, soon you may have cheated death in vain. Venture forth. Right. Here we are again. Game saved. We have another save, it seems. Tufts of rugged grass cling to the flat, featureless lowlands of Hydra. Something of interest going on here and something of interest going on here. Let's go here first. You travel along a muddy road. An ancient lighthouse rises steeply from the bluffs ahead of you. The beacon is still lit, though it flickers weakly. Well, let's check it out. Enter. Small, intensely colorful flowers cover the ground. A stickily sweet scent wafts up as you step on them. Yeah. What's this? Tall grass grows here. You could easily hide here if you wanted to. Who's this? One of the fortunate few sailors to survive the sinking of the Zephyr is crouching like a frightened rabbit in the tall grass. Blessed dead, I thought you were another one of those cursed hounds. I was thinking I was the only one who made it. Hounds? Aye, bloody monsters they are. Look all diseased and rabid. I was trying to make my way up to the lighthouse past the stairs just north of here, but there's a whole pack of them there. Might want to look for another route up there, lest you end up as Doc. Especially if you don't have any weapons about you. Let's have a look. Whoa, battle erupts. Charge. Ah, he wants to fight as well. Andros hits and deals 4 damage to the Fellhound. Nope. Ooh, alright. You have defeated your enemy. Each party member gained 84 XP. There's Hound Ear loot. Loot all and leave. Scraps of smashed wood. Scraps of smashed wood. Hostiles have not spotted the party yet. Press enter to launch combat. Let's make a save. Battle erupts. Charge. Let's defend. This doesn't look good. We need a weapon. Let's quick load. Oh no. Can we run? I guess not. Let's load the autosave. Right, there we are again. Let's enter. We can talk to this guy. Hounds, yeah, hounds. Watch out for them. Leave. Okay, let's make a quick save here. We still have the dog to contend with now, but let's see if we can find. Something. Standing on the edge of the cliff is a crewman from the Sapphire, lucky enough to have made it ashore. The man is swaying and looks in shock. I saw it by the dead. I just saw it out there. The thing that sunk us, it's still out there. The man's jabbering incoherently. Right. Maybe we should have gone somewhere else first. Whoa. Fellhound. A crate. Open. Nice. That was what I was looking for. We get a... What is all this? You're right, a dagger, some leather armor, and a ration. Oh yeah, right. Get all. And we will... Oh, we had a club. Huh. It does more damage. So let's use that. Let's use leather armor. Hound ear. It's a reagent. Let's exit. There we go. Now we're armed. We could try to fight the crabs again now. Charge. Defend. Defend. Yeah, that'll do it. You cannot use the numpad to give these 1 through 8 actions. It's kind of a shame. But then again, you might want to use, in games like these, you might want to use the gamepad for movement and whatnot, so... Missed. 7 HP, 8 HP. Doesn't look like one is bigger than the other. Missed. There. Right. Cheating. Andros is leveled up. Let's see about feats. Can we buy feats? Backstab, no. Alright, we have 10 character points. Permanently increases your strength by 4. That might not be Mighty Strike. Toughness? 10 extra hit points. You make an attack at half damage and at -6 attack, but gain +4 dodge in the next round. Permanently increase stealth. You make a melee attack that does half damage but has a chance of stunning the target. How many hit points do we have at the moment? Let's see. 24. Yeah, 10 hit points is a lot. Oh, hang on. Buy feats. There we are again. Let's get toughness. Right. And again, the recording kind of cut out while I was in menus. That was annoying, but... So I'll have to stitch these episodes together again. A crate. Let's open it up. Nothing. Trail ration, short sword. Hey, that is better. Get all. No equipment is E. There we go. Some jewelry that can be sold. A longbow, spirits, get all. Alright, so this is shallow water versus deep water. Let's make a save. I wonder if the final game, I think in this one it's not really possible to do it, but because I think some of the menus don't really work, you need to use the mouse on some stuff, but it would be nice if the final game is completely playable with just keyboard, because when I'm looking at it, that's kind of there we go. Come at me. Let's just defend. Let them come to us. We'll defend again. Right. Loot all and leave. Let's make a save. Game saved. Right. Right, think about flowers again. So we do have a map of the entire area, but when I press map, the recording cuts out, so better not use the map. Charge. Alright. Miss. There we go. Loot all and leave. Charge. Guess we were lucky that dog didn't join the other fight. Let's go in here first. Or try to go in. Well, we can. A stinking pile of refuge. Scraps of smashed wood. Oh right, we have a lantern. But we can't use it. Wait, can we? Oh yeah, we don't have it anymore. That's odd. There's just a door, but we're passing through it. It's not open or anything. The boards creak as you walk over them. Let's open the chest. What do we have? Now we have a lantern. Nice. Short sword again. Health tonic. Get all. Do we have to equip this? Yes. Alright. Is there anything else? A wooden table, there's not really anything here of interest. A cupboard, it holds nothing of interest. A simple bed, you could rest there if you wanted. No, let's not rest just yet. Not really sure how safe it is in here. I think there's a stair leading up, but that's... Entering into the heart of the tower, you round a corner and stop dead in your tracks. Rising up through the core of the tower is a grotesque-looking metallic monstrosity. The strangely organic shapes and odd geometries seem to writhe in the dim light of the laden silver coating, casts a ghostly reflection on the walls. For all its alienness, you still recognize the arcane machinery. An ancient imperial reticular node. You suspect this lighthouse was once fueled by reticular energy and that this machine was part of its operation. The stillness and layer of dust, however, tell you that it's long since fallen into disrepair and that the lighthouse is likely now fueled by common oil. Alright. Doesn't seem like we can do anything with it. That just leads outside again, I take it. Yeah, let's go upstairs. So we are carrying... Yeah, the lantern, it does seem to work. Yeah, right, we turn it on and off. Let's make a save. You climb the narrow creaking stairs towards the top of the lighthouse. You find the door barred from the inside and knock heavily. Moments later you hear the bar lift. As you enter the lighthouse gallery, a haggard face peers out at you from the gloom. Moving closer, you see it belongs to an old man who clutches a makeshift spear tightly to his chest. Somehow he looks both fearful and yet greatly relieved to see you. Mother of Maelstroms, the man croaks. Who are ye then? Who did I summon? Come, sit, you must be weary. Sit, sit. The man gestures frantically to a battered chair in the corner. Let's see, I'm a mercenary. Travelers, nothing more. I was shipwrecked. Yeah, let's just be honest about it. I was shipwrecked here by something foul. There are all manners of beasts in the deep oceans of our world, but never have I seen anything like this. A horror from beyond the natural it was that pulled down that ship. I saw it all from my tower, I did, though I wish I did not have to bear such a sight. I can hardly believe, that's a typo, believe, that anyone could survive such a nightmare. I did. It matters not what happened here. Something foul is growing on Hydra, a taint on the land. There are lights as you've never seen, like those sailors from the high north talk of. But the colors, it's like they bleed into your very dreams. If you can manage to sleep, that is. It got to the animals first though. Warped them in both mind and body. Made them cruel and dangerous. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's unnatural, I tell ye. I'll tell you. But worse still, Horan is dead as a tomb. Was a right bedlam of cries and screams 2 days ago. Then nothing. Not as much as a lit candle at night. Only the deep itself knows the truth of these happenings. But I can tell you this, the island is doomed. The sea itself will rise to claim us. Yeah, I need some information. Yes, anything, you may ask. We're safe as can be here. The old man seems eager at the prospect of conversation. He's talking about we, but we don't have any companions yet. So he can't seem to directly be able to ask him about Embla. Ask about work. What of it? Sure, can I do anything to help you? This here beacon is keeping the horrors of this island from my throat. Thing is, oil is running low and I got nary a drop left in storage. I need you to find me some oil before darkness darkens takes us. Darkens with double S? No, the N is wrong. It means it should be darkness. Perhaps there is some in the wreckage of your ship. Matthias stares absent-mindedly into the fire. I was wondering about something else. Yes, anything you may ask. We're safe as can be here. Tell me about Horan. Horan went dark. About the same time the animals ran amok. There was smoke on the wind. And screams too. I could swear it. Sounded like battle. Or perhaps slaughter is more like it. But I think there is a camp of sorts just north of town. Ragged tents and such. Survivors perhaps. I thought about going there to see for myself, but I changed my mind. The old man hangs his head dejectedly, before continuing in a whisper. Safer here, tending to the light. I have some other questions. We need a place to rest? Yes, but not up here. There's no room, and I need what little light is left if I am to make it through this madness. Downstairs there are a pair of beds and a fireplace. It'll do just fine for you. We must be on our way. Oh, you have more important matters to deal with. Well, I must keep watching, seeing. The old man trails off, eyes unfocusing. Forgive me for not being of more help. We really need to go. You're a fool to go. There is nothing beyond the light but despair. And the old man sighs. But I'll be here waiting for you. For when you return, as I must. Farewell. Alright. Do we actually get a yeah, oil. Matthias needs oil for the lighthouse. I should search the wreckage of the sphere. But that raises the question. Yes, I'll take the ration. How are we doing on food? Fullness. Seems to be fine. I don't know if there's levels to the fullness, to the need for food. Maybe it's only effective when it's at 0. Do you want to leave the current area? No, let's stay a bit. Let's see if we can find some oil in here. What's this? Oh, right. Talk. You're back. Found anyone else alive? Leave. Well, we did, but it doesn't look like we can mention it to him. Charge. Let's defend again. Miss. Continue. I wonder if blunt is more effective against crabs. 316, loot all and leave. Ah, got another level. What's knockback? No. Let's take strength. There we go. Health tonic. Dagger. What's this? I would be surprised to find oil in here, but oh well. Crab. Let's wait. There we go. Got him. Loot all and leave. Battle erupts. Let's hang back here. Yeah, these are more powerful. Well, we're managing. Alright, loot all and leave. Let's see about using a health potion maybe. How many do we have? Use 2. That doesn't do a whole lot now, does it? Exit. No. Oh well. Game saved. Sprawled on the ground ahead of you lies the mangled body of a man, stacked high against the walls. Behind the poor fellow are crates of goods, and you have a feeling you've stumbled upon a smuggler's hideout. Perhaps there are more around. Battle. Yeah. They can't attack from the side, so I'm safe here. Yeah, we might not get... Can we, 6? Use? Can we use one more? I guess. Okay, well, we made it. The mauled body of a smuggler. It appears that he's been overcome by the local fauna. What do we have? Attunement tonic. A small vial of blue liquid. It restores a small portion of light attunement drain when consumed. Okay. Health tonic, yes. Studded leather. That's better than what we have. Alright. Studded leather. We'll use that. There we go. Let's make a quick save. A hat. A wide-brimmed felt hat. It's quite stylish but offers little protection. Rations. A shield. That's nice. Get all. Equipment. So I'm gonna try to see how far we get with only using the keyboard. So can we equip the hat? Guess we can. And we need to use this. There we go. Ah, now we can't use the lantern. Right. Alchemical crafting. I was wondering what the reagents were for. If they were for magic or crafting. But now we know. Now we look the part. Shield and sword. Right, it's either the shield or... a club and jewelry. Get all. An unlit candle. Light. Yeah, I guess that's all that... We didn't find any oil, sadly. It's kind of the thing I was hoping for. We get another save. Let's... Nope. Yeah, we should probably sleep in those beds. Let's see if we can find some oil first. No, I think we were already here. Yeah. I think we've... been over the entire... shore. Nah, stay. Yeah, check that one. Right, it's getting morning. So it doesn't look like we automatically toggle between our shield and a lantern. So we have to re-equip the shield again. Do you have anything more to say? The prospect of resting in a proper bed is a rare treat for a mercenary traveling the roads, so you should think twice before passing up on it. Let's make camp. Let's see. Click time slots to assign camp activities. Rest, 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 rest. Begin activities. Begin activities. One or more characters are missing orders. Assign more activities. Break camp. Break camp. That's enough. Right. Yeah. I think I'll leave it at here for now. Let's make a save. Game saved. Yeah, we'll continue SKALD, the prologue, some other time. Thanks for watching.